I know you want to talk Zion, and we should talk Zion, and,
Sure.
and it's become a hot topic now. A lot of people are saying, well, he should pack it up. He shouldn't play anymore. I think it's ridiculous, Rich. I think it's ridiculous. When you have a love for the game, what about being, not being selfish? This is a beautiful kid. I mean, we don't know all the medical reports yet. We haven't heard the final analysis from the doctors and the MRI. But if he has no structural damage, and it's what they think, a mild strain, and the kid wants to play, what's wrong with that?
Well, I mean, this could also be, just as we all know, Dick, as you've seen the worldwide leader explode, and then the shows like this having platforms, and so many other people on Twitter having an ability to cast opinions. As I said earlier in the show, we have no idea if Zion just knows right now he has every intention of playing. I mean, and we're just all filling the void until we know for sure, with the constant conversation that we've seen play out a lot in college football too, Dick, where a lot of future draftees don't want to put anything on the line for in a sport where they're not getting paid. So let me just ask you this question. I mean, if Zion decides to sit, you do. I heard you use the word selfish. You think it would be selfish if he does decide to do that, Dick?
Well, let me put it this way. Number one, first of all, I think Mark Emmert of the NCAA should get a message from this, loud and clear. I've been saying so many times, Rich, and I firmly believe it. A kid like Zion is the face this year of college basketball. I went to spring training camp, spent some time there with Garth Brooks, and everybody at the Pittsburgh training camp was coming up to me. The first question was, Dickie V, Zion, he's unbelievable. Zion, what kind of pro? Zion. A kid like Zion should be allowed, or any player should be allowed on the collegiate level, if they can do endorsements and if they can go out, appear at banquets, autograph sessions, and get paid, so be it. What's the big deal? If Taylor Swift was a student and she went out and did a concert as a student and get zillions of dollars, that's okay. But I don't understand the logic. They keep saying, well, they don't have money to pay these athletes, but you got to pay everybody, whether it be lacrosse, baseball, basketball. Well, eliminate that. You don't have to pay anybody. And the second factor is, Rich, and I firmly believe this, a kid like Zion should be allowed to get money from an agent. If an agent wants to give him cash, let me tell you this, it would eliminate all the sleaziness. Jalen Rose, we were talking today on Get Up. I mentioned Jalen, you're a former player. Think about this. You know that there's so many shady deals go on behind the scenes while they're slipping cash to people, parents, etc., shoe companies. Eliminate the sleaziness. Say, you know what? If an agent wants to give the kid cash, let him give it to him. I mean, I really, if you want to keep these kids. And the third thing that really has troubled me for many a year is the fact that the one and done is a laughingstock in college sports. It really is. It makes a mockery out of the term student athlete. They should allow kids like Zion to have to make a decision out of high school. If they want to go to the NBA, a la LeBron James and Kobe Bryant, let them go. I have no problem with that. But I think if a kid comes to college, I have a problem with the football situation. I'll be honest with you. I have a total problem. They lead their team to a bowl game, and then they walk out on their team. I mean, that is, you don't teach those values in life, do you? Where's the moral values involved? What about quitting and thinking about yourself and they're your teammates? I have a problem with that. I really do. An injury, let me tell you this, Rich. He has a better chance of not getting injured playing in a structured environment than the unstructured, because you know and I know any kid that's not going to play and is in good shape to play will be out there working out like crazy. So I don't buy that argument. If he's hurt and he can't play, that's one thing. But if he can play, I think, and I don't think it'd be a problem with Zion, because he's already said, when Scottie Pippen said that he should close it down during the middle of the year because the stock was so high, kid came out very strong. Said, I'm not walking away on my teammates and my coaches or people. Plus, I love being a kid, love being a student. What is wrong loving being a student? I could go on all day with this, Rich. I don't want to take away your time.
No, I love it, Dickie V. I really do. I mean, there was a lot to unpack there.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.